Man.
But I gotta say, like, I've been, like, knock on faux wood, I have not been plagued with a lot of bad at gigs.
Okay.
Not a lot of heckling, not a lot of technical problems. Luckily, I have a Heather.
Yeah, let's talk about that. What is a Heather?
Heather, my wife Heather, is the most amazing human being I know. She is, again, my wife and best friend. So, I mean, you can't go wrong with that combination.
No.
She helps me put together set lists, set design, like what stage design looks like, my lighting. She runs sound for me. She actually went to school over at the Philly Art Institute for sound and sound recording. So she knows her stuff when it comes to that. Helps me put together my live wardrobe, helps me roadie stuff in, also a groupie. And, but she is amazing. Like, she is definitely the backbone of 12 String Wonder Productions.
Right.
Does all the photography for me, from Dove's Eye View photography. And, we put I won't even say ludicrous, but we put a huge amount of thought into a set list. We make sure, for a 3-hour gig, usually it's about 40 songs with a handful of extras in case. We put them in blocks of 5. We make sure each thing is its own mini set. It tells a story from beginning to end. We sandwich originals with songs people are going to know and sing along with. We make sure that whatever ends block A naturally goes into block B. Like, we'll spend hours putting together a set list. And I know that the people in the crowd probably don't pick up on that kind of thing. I don't expect them to. But hopefully, as they're listening, it's a pleasant transition from one song to the next. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going from, the set list is never going to go from, like, Love Me Tender to, like, War Ensemble by Slayer.
Right.
Everything flows in a way that makes sense. And that's all her. Like, I put in my 2 cents here and there, but she definitely has a better mind for putting together the set lists. So that's kind of her thing. And she has, in most of her adult life, she's listened to singer-songwriters, not rock bands, metal musicians, like the people that really have a story to tell in their music. And they put their set list together the same way. It tells a story from beginning to end. So that's the kind of set list we try to put together for every show. We also, and I need to get better about chronicling this, but we save all the set lists. Like, once, if I play, let's say Fat Bat, because we've both played Fat Bat. It's a great little venue. My set list from Fat Bat at the last show will not resemble my set list at the next show. Mm-hmm. We make sure that at least 75% of what I'm playing at the new show was not played at the old show.
Nice.
Try to do as few repeats as possible, things like that. Yeah, a lot of thought goes into the set list. A lot more than I ever thought I would put into a set list.
Right.
A lot more than Dove of War ever put into a set list.
A lot more than I put into a set list.
So, and I know we have, there's a couple guys out there that do, like, requests. Mm-hmm. So for people like that, I don't expect them to have a cohesive set list, because if you have somebody that says, "Hey, play some Creedence," and you play, like, Bad Moon Rising or something like that, and then they say, play, Nickelback, and they play a Nickelback song. I don't know why anybody would, but if they play a Nickelback song, it's funny. Everybody hates on Nickelback, but somebody's buying millions of albums, and I know it's not Chad Kroeger.
It's me.
Yeah, it's it's the cool thing is to bust on Nickelback, but they got a handful of things that are listenable.
When I was in 8th grade, I hated Nickelback, man. They're a bop. Like, I got 2 of their albums, and I'm like, God, every song's good. They're my favorite drum fill of all time, and I'm a Rush fan and a Zeppelin fan. Nickelback holds my favorite drum fill of all time. Okay. It's in that Never Made It as a Wise Man
How
song.
You Remind Me.
Yeah, that one drum fill. I'm like, come on. Yep. That's so simple and nice.
I don't know how manufactured by the industry Nickelback is, but they write some catchy stuff. So
they do.
Yeah. And again, like I said, it's cool to bust on Nickelback, but, who am I to bust on Nickelback, right?
Right, man, they're a rock star.